Hi guys, I wanted to do a special bonus reading, a couple of bonus readings for Christmas Eve and Christmas. I don't have the best camera angle, but this would be a pick-a-deck reading for the collective. So deck number 1 would be the Centennial deck, this one. Deck number 2 would be the Gilded Tarot, and deck number 3 would be this deck that I still don't know which deck it is. It's a the images are sort of lighter weight, but it's a bit smaller. So if you picked the first deck, we'll go ahead and get started. I'll just put these over to the side. And so the question I wanted to ask Spirit is for the general collective. Give me just a second here. I just asked Spirit was what is Group 1's Christmas wish? The Two of Swords. We'll see if anything else comes out. If not, we'll clarify. And a couple more. The Page of Wands and the King of Wands. Spirit, what decision? Why is the Two of Swords here? We have the Seven of Swords, which came out in reverse, as well as the Strength, which came out in reverse. So the decision that needs to be made is ending sort of shady behavior, deception, deceit. This could be seen as spying on your social media, checking up on you, trying to get information on you, etc. The Strength in reverse represents not believing that you have the emotional fortitude to get through something. So there's a decision that needs to be made to end deception and end this feeling of not being able to get through this. The Page of Wands represents a message about passion. Somebody wants to speak to you. So this could be the person you're dealing with. Christmas wish, or you wish to hear from them. Spirit, why is the Page of Wands here? A little further clarification. Why is the Page of Wands here? Quite a few. We got the Hanged, well, in this deck it's a woman, the Hanged Woman in reverse. So the Hanged Man represents illumination. Hanged Man in reverse represents somebody who doesn't really see things for what they are. They're not enlightened. apologize for that. I was holding my deck entirely upside down, it appears. When that many cards come out reversed, that's not very typical. So let's start over. We've got a decision that needs to be made. Somebody's been spying too much. You do have the strength to get through this. You want to communicate with somebody because you're passionate about them. You want them to know that, or they want you to know that. Because of the Hanged Man, you've been enlightened, or they've been enlightened. The Nine of Swords, this has been keeping you up at night. Just put this here. The Magician. You want to take action and make this happen. You want this to happen. You want to manifest it into being. The Ace of Wands, a passionate new start. The Devil, you have to be wary of some, I would say, narcissistic personality traits. Not necessarily that would be the card at its worst. However, on the other end of the spectrum, it could represent somebody who perhaps I don't want to say that an obsession is not bad, but something at the worst end, this could be, you know, a really truly evil person. So that's a red flag to watch out for. However, at its mildest, it could be somebody who plays video games too much and is not going to give you the sort of attention that you want from a relationship. So there's that. And you also have the Four of Wands, which is building foundations toward the future. Stability, a happy home. She looks like she's about ready to get married. She's got this big happy smile on her face. That could be a wedding dress she's wearing. Sorry guys, just trying to find a better camera angle so you can see all of the cards, or at least most of them. Anyhow, next, moving along, you have the King of Wands. This is somebody who is very passionate. He's a king. He's very confident. He has all this passion here to create growth. You see the red in his robe also represents passion. But he's a king. He's very confident. He has the strength of will to follow through on his desires. This card could also represent Aries. You might be dealing with an Aries. So, Spirit, why is the King of Wands here? It's another good amount of cards to clarify. 1 second. No, they're upright. Okay, so this card came out reversed, and I was holding my deck upright. This is the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands upright is quick, passionate communication, lots of communication. So in the reverse, there could be a delay, or this could simply be somebody who doesn't really talk a lot. They might to you, but in general, that's they could be that type of person. So next, to clarify, you have Death, which is the closing of a cycle, closure. You have the Five of Cups, which is disappointment. You have the Five of Wands, which represents conflict. And the Eight of Cups, which represents walking away. So this this King of Wands may have walked away from someone, it looks like, because all of the clarification cards for that card speak of disappointment, walking away. There's no communication, there's closure there. However, this could be somebody who walked away from you, because this is what is your Christmas wish, and it's looking like the wish is to reestablish that communication, but there's indecision here. You're not sure if you should be the one to initiate that communication. Let me just ask one more thing. Spirit, what can this person do? What can the person going through this in group 1 do for the highest and best good of everyone involved? The Five of Cups. Five of Cups, so that represents disappointment. Spirit, are there any more messages about what this person can do about this situation? A bunch of court cards. The King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. So there's disappointment here on your end. This here is the royal couple, which could represent soulmates or twin flames. You feel that they are for you. So your advice is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles represents an offer. So even if you are indecisive about starting up communication with this person who walked away from you, if you want to manifest this, if you want to try to manifest this back towards you, you're gonna have to be the one to initiate communication with this person. Again, that's Spirit's advice for you. Okay, so moving along, let me shuffle this in case I need to clarify some more. And whether that was, you know, if you feel this resonates with you, however, in a vice versa manner, as far as like, well, I'm the one that walked away, they didn't walk away from me, etc. You know, it may resonate better with you that way. If it doesn't resonate at all, don't try to force it to fit your situation. It just simply means that the message wasn't meant for you. So if you look at this little miniature deck that I have for clarifiers, you can see the, because of this image on the top of the cards, it's very easy to sort of grab it and not know if everything's in reverse or not. But I try to keep my decks upright just so that I don't accidentally pull a bunch of reverse cards when they shouldn't be. So that was group 1. And now moving on, we'll use the Gilded Tarot for group 2. Spirit, what is the Christmas wish for the people in group 2? Wait, did that come out? I thought I saw another card flipped. No, maybe I'm seeing things. Okay. So the Christmas wish for group 2 is the Hermit. This is going on a spiritual journey to find illumination. You want clarity on something, whatever matter it is that you're going through. So we're going to ask some clarification. Spirit, why is the Hermit here for group 2? What matter needs to be illuminated? You have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. You also have the Lovers in reverse. And the Ace of Wands. So you want clarity on whether there's to be a passionate new beginning here. Because you want to come out of the cold. And you want this card here to be like this with the person that this card represents. Alright, Spirit. What is it that the people in group 2 can do? What is your advice for group 2? Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles represents ultimate joy and abundance, happiness, happy home life. It's very similar to the Ten of Cups. I mean, so it says here, you know, you want to go within to find the answer. Maybe you're confused about whether this person is the person for you, but Spirit is saying you already know that they bring you all this joy and abundance and happiness. I'm going to ask a different question. Spirit, what action can Group 2 take to resolve this matter? The highest and best good of all involved. So the Seven of Cups is about choices. The Seven of Cups in reverse is about making a choice. And it did sort of fall onto the Hermit and the Lovers. So maybe you were in some confusion before. That makes sense because initially your wish was illumination. The answer is that deep down you know. And so your advice from Spirit, the action that you can take is to come out of that confusion. Maybe trust your intuition and, you know, choose this person if that's the one that you want. So we're going to move on to Group 3. Maybe not quite yet. I was just trying to shuffle everything and get it in a random order again, and we got another card here, which is the Fool in reverse. You may be scared to take this leap of faith. You know who makes you feel, you know, this way. But you're kind of scared of taking that leap of faith. Again, trying to randomly shuffle things back in, and we get another card. This is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a painful ending. You know, feeling defeated about it. Let me just consult. I just asked Archangel Michael, what can Group 2 do to resolve this matter? The same question I asked before, for the highest and best good of all involved. So we'll see if there's any messages from Archangel Michael. advice is just to know that you and your loved ones are safe. So whatever it is that you're fearing about this situation, maybe it's you're fearing putting yourself out there and letting your feelings about this person be known to them. The advice from Archangel Michael is that, you know, you're safe. Nothing and no one can hurt you. I mean, you know, yeah, words can hurt, people can hurt us, but only to the extent that we allow them to, only to the extent that we accept and take in and believe their words and their actions. It's when you start believing things that people say about you, or, you know, if somebody tells you, well, you know, you're not worthy of, you know, whatever, you have a choice at that point. You know, are you going to accept that and take it as your own? Or, you know, that's just their opinion. That doesn't affect me. That's not a part of me. That's not who I am, and I don't accept it. So, you know, but sorry, I kind of got off on a bit of a tangent there. So there's a prayer that comes along with this if you'd like to read along. It says, "Dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones." It says you can name specific individuals here. "Please help me feel secure and at peace, and fill me with faith so that I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthful, happy life." So we're going to call that the end for group 2, if we're allowed to, while I get ready for the next reading, the next group. Just ignore that. But it was a bunch of positive cards anyhow. I believe this was the deck for group 3. Spirit, what is the Christmas wish for group 3? Whoa. That's a big wish. This looks like a spread. This looks like an entire spread. Wow. We'll see what comes out here. To move some of these shells here. Okay, so we've got quite a few cards here. There's deception, deceit, sneaky behavior. This could be somebody who yeah, this represents shady dealings. The traditional meaning of the card is like the thief who sneaks away in the night. Next, I'm sorry, that was the this is the Seven of Swords. Next you have the Seven of Cups, which is having choices, being confused, having options. You have the Queen of Cups, as well as the Queen of Pentacles. These may be your options, a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Pentacles. Cups being water energy, which is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. The Pentacles energy is Earth energy, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Next you have the Emperor, and he is sitting, this could represent Aries or an authority figure. Also represents the divine masculine, and he is sitting right next to his soulmate, the Empress, representing the divine feminine. There's conflict, petty conflict, not big fighting, but just pettiness, tit for tat, passive aggressive. You know, if you do this, then I'll do that. Sort of immature energy. Down here on the lower part, there's the Chariot, the World, the Knight of Pentacles. So very slow offer coming in. There's also the Knight of Wands, which is very quick moving in and out energy, sort of a player. You also have Strength, and the Three of Cups, which represents reunion. Okay, so just off the bat, there's been some deception about somebody having options between two women who are both very capable, loving, worthy, abundant. These are mature women, so that might be what the difficulty in making a choice was. One of them is your soulmate. You've got the Emperor and the Empress here. There's been a lot of petty conflict. There's movement here. The World is things coming to. It could be represented as. It could be representing the closing of a cycle to start a new cycle, because it is the circle. But it also represents things coming to fruition, so manifestation. Again, down here, right underneath, I just noticed this, right underneath the two feminine energies, the two women, the two queens, you have two knights. And it's odd that their positioning is... here you've got the Knight of Pentacles under the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Wands under the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got, I don't see any air signs, rather, except the only air energy on the table is the Seven of Swords. but you've got cups, you've got pentacles, and you've got fire energy, wands. So you still have, there's been a lot going on. There's a desire to manifest something with your soulmate. You want forward movement. There's been a lot of fighting and conflict. You still have a choice between two options. You know, two different energies here. And maybe your Christmas wish is for strength. To emotionally, you know, get through this and have reunion with the one that you're meant to be with. So let me just clarify a little here, if a little is what we get. All right. So what I asked was, who does group 3 want reunion with? The Queen of Pentacles. So that's your answer. It fell out here onto the Chariot in the World. So even though you've had options, or someone has had options, you want this person. This queen, this is the one who you feel is your soulmate. It could be, yeah, that's what I'm getting. The Queen of Pentacles is your soulmate, possibly your twin flame. This is Earth energy, so you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So you want movement, you want manifestation, because things are perhaps moving too slow. Spirit, what can group 3 do about this situation for the highest and best good of all? Six of Pentacles, and it came out on top of the Chariot, the World, and the Queen of Pentacles. So if you want this Queen of Pentacles, you have to give her her worth. You know, yeah, that makes sense. A queen is not going to accept anyone who is giving them less than their worth, and most especially not if she truly is your Empress. She would not settle for less than her worth. So that's what to keep in mind. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'm going to do another one tomorrow for what is your unexpected Christmas surprise, and it will also be a pick-a-deck reading, the same as this format for today. Thank you.